20%. Yeah, sorry about the delay. Just hanging out with my son. He's gonna probably be out of school tomorrow. You know, it is what it is. I've been going to school all week, so, you know, take one day off. Why not? Spend some time with your kids, you know. Get out of that slavery mentality. But anyway, let's get this party started. Shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Wasn't for you guys, none of this would be possible. I appreciate all the shares, all the likes, and all the comments. I appreciate you guys sharing the love in the comments. As a community, speaks to each other, heals with each other, and shares with each other. It's amazing. It's beautiful to see. As a seasoned leader, that's all I want to see, is everyone helping each other and pretty much taking care of each other. And I just get to sit back and watch everybody grow. Look, I know you guys don't agree with the fitness. I did a poll. Looks like most of you guys are really just wanting to hear narcissistic awareness abuse content. I get it. My mic. I know I was missing something. Crap. But look, I know you don't want to hear it, but we gotta grow. Okay? Part of growth is change. And changing. There we go. There we go. Now we're in business. And changing, it's going to be changing the body, man. Listen, I know you guys don't want to hear this, but it's going to be mostly members only anyway. So the only ones going to have to deal with it will be the members. I'm only going to drop, like, you know what I'm saying, workout videos a few times a week, just to try to get you guys to think about it a little bit. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Not, you know, becoming a member, but working out. You gotta get it done. You know, get your nutrition right. Let's work out. Let's do this, y'all. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? That being said, as you guys pour into me with all the work you're doing on the channel, you know, watching the playlist at the end of the videos, you know, liking, you know, the videos as you're coming into them, you know, sharing, commenting, you know, giving me updates, you know, shouting out from other countries. You know, also, first and foremost, I want to shout out Empress, my subscriber, Empress. You know, I speak to her on a regular basis. She's my very first super chatter. She sent me a super chat of $50. $50. Man, right off the bat. She's been saying she's going to do something, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, and then she's came through like folk. So, you know, Empress, love you. Way to contribute to the channel. You know, I mean, came through. She doesn't watch, respectfully, she doesn't watch the videos anymore. She says she's, you know, grown and, you know what I'm saying, she's past this point in her life where, you know, she ain't really trying to listen to the kind of content, you know, but she still supports. That's awesome. Love you. Man, that's love right there. That's appreciated. That's appreciated. That's why I appreciate all of you guys. That's why I'm up right now dropping this content, even though I'm tired. It's been a long day. You know what I'm saying? I was just in there playing the game with my son, and I was like, no, I got here, you know, the phone's in here charging, you know, I'm like, let me go ahead and just speak to my people. So let's talk about it. It's running on the clock. Yeah. Perspective, all right? This is my perspective. This is my winner's perspective. What I've done all my life to win. When I won, you know, making it back, you know, from Iraq both times, you know, worked for the White House. This is what I do. This is the perspective I have, all right? Life is about perspective. Perspective is thinking outside the box. Perspective is having a positive attitude no matter what. Perspective is how you view things, how you see things. I never allow things to get me down. I never allow for, my perspective to be a victim mentality. I don't even know what that is. You know what I'm saying? I only think of solutions. And I think about my entire life experience and what have I done in my life to help me in this situation, this particular situation. That's the way you should always be thinking. You don't do things in your life randomly. Nothing happens in your life randomly. Everything happens for a reason. So I just think in my perspective, what have I done in my life to help me in this particular situation? And if you go through your catalog, you'll see something. You'll be like, oh, and then you start going down a rabbit hole and, God leads you where you need to go. So it's all about perspective. And once you start having that perspective where your perspective is mission orientated, it's tunnel vision, like my tunnel vision perspective is like, let's go into detail. I got it written down, right? I choose, my perspective. I choose a positive perspective, the outlook on everything, my perspective, my outlook on everything, whether it's good or bad. I don't really see things as bad anymore. I see things as a learning opportunity. I see things as growth. So just because something didn't work out my way or go according to plan, well, I don't really know the plan, do I? I have an interpretation of what I think God has planned for me, but I don't know the plan. So when something comes along the way, that's just in the moment a learning lesson, because everything I've done in my life has built towards something. Nothing I've done has been like circumstance and happenstance and never give me anything from it. So maybe it's just the way I look at things in life, and I always evaluate different things in my life, and that's the reason why my perspective is that way. But then again, everybody's isn't. So obviously that's God-given, your perspective on life, being always positive, like knowing that everything that happens to you for a reason. It's not, circumstance, it's not, happenstance. It's not a coincidence, so when you perceive things to be something to be bad, that's your perception. Then this doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad, because a lot of times after we come out of a situation, we'll be like, you know what? I learned a lot. It wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Your perspective, you know what I mean? And so what my winner's perspective is, like, I visualize myself. I visualize myself in my end goal. Like, I just see myself there. And I visualize in my head, like, what it feels like, what it is that I want while I'm at my end goal, what that would feel like, my new Raptor, or, whatever I'm thinking about that I want, what I'm saying, how I'd be dressing, how I'd be looking, how I'd be thinking, how I'd be moving. And I take that perspective, what I'm saying, and I take that way of thinking, that visualization I have in my head, what I'm saying, and I apply it to my life now. So even though I don't have any of those things, I apply it to my life now. I think that way. I move like that. I dress like that. So where it seems like, where was charisma's coming from? Because I see myself in my end goal, which is a millionaire, well-known, professional, what I'm saying, respected. I see myself as all this stuff. So I carry myself as all that stuff now. You know what I mean? It's not like I just see myself as, some broke guy starting all over. You know what I mean? After a horrible marriage or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't see myself as that. I see that as, hey, as part of my testimony. Hey, every great person I know has a great story. I got a hell of a story. I got a movie deal, homie. Yeah, that's right. I got a movie deal. My perspective is, I've done so much in my life, I got a doggone movie. I get with the right people, what I'm saying? I got a script. And it ain't gonna be based off someone, and always be based off, I could tell exact events in my life and it'd be a doggone blockbuster. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? That's how I look at things. So I don't, it don't matter what the situation I'm in. Like, I know it's just a temporary type of situation. I'm gonna work and work and work until I get where I need to be at. That's how I know that I'm a work and work and work. I'm a hard worker, man. I don't know how to be lazy. I barely sleep. Working on that. I get about 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm grinding away all the time. I don't know how not to work. Like, God lets me know what I need to do, and I just get it done. I don't know how people are lazy. I don't know what lazy is, you know. But then again, my brother Moon says I'm not human, so I don't know. He says I'm just not human. He's like, you're not human, bro. I don't know anybody that works out all day and be making videos all day, and you know what I mean, don't really, you know, good just being home by themselves. I don't, you know, I'd have it no other way. I'd have it no other way. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about intent, you know? And let's talk about this. If we're going to talk about intent when it comes to, you know, dealing with narcissists and toxic people and negative people, right? So what happens with these people, right? It doesn't matter what they're saying to you, right? They could be saying something to you. It could be something like, you know, that's not even really phrase. It's not words that are really meant to be that malicious, right? But their intent, the feeling behind their words as they say it, you can feel it. You can feel the energy off of it. You can feel their aura. You can feel this energy. See, the narcissist is good at a lot of stuff. The narcissist can hide a lot of just about everything. You know what I'm saying? Especially the covert. They're good at masking everything. They're good at hiding everything. They're good at mimicking everything, right? But their intent is not something that they can hide. It's not something they can mimic. And if you're paying attention and you're intuitive, you're going to feel that intent all the time. I felt it. I felt it on my ex, felt it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just that intent, man. You know, hell, even just the approach of her, you know, and touching me would make, you know what I'm saying, my, you know, hairs on the back of my neck stand up, you know, make my skin crawl. You know what I mean? The call from her, you know what I'm saying? Make my skin crawl, have like doggone anxiety. And I don't even know, you know what I'm saying, what she's going to be talking about. That's just the reaction I have automatically from her aura. You know what I'm saying? And I knew this wasn't natural. This is my body's natural way of telling me you need to get away from this person. Like this person's literally making your instincts say, hey, you know, you just like any animal or anything will be like, you know, you're in danger. You know what I'm saying? And I'm, you know what I mean? And I'm just like ignoring it. You know what I'm saying? Ignoring it for this logic. You know what I'm saying? Logic based off of my senses. Right? But see, my intuition and my discernment, my instincts are beyond that, those five senses. So, you know what I'm saying? The senses that I can, you know, sense, feel, touch, you know, the logic that's telling me, well, what's wrong? She's done nothing. You don't even know what the phone call is going to be about. You're jumping the gun here. No. I know it doesn't matter what the call is going to be about. It's going to end a certain kind of way. Her feeding off my energy and my intuition, my discernment, my instincts are like, don't answer that call. And that's all that I need. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I'm saying, with intent, right? So hypothetically, you know, I'm not going to like put my situation specifically out there, but let's just say hypothetically, you had somebody leave you due to a family issue, and you know, everything sounds legit, right? You know, it's a family issue, you know, it sounds legit on paper, right? That's what a narc is. Like they sound good on paper, you know, little paper soldier. You know what I'm saying? But like your intuition and your discernment and your instincts are like, math ain't mathing. You know, you're just like, well, there's another family member up there already. What do you need to go up there for? And you're just like, a lot of arguing going on. You can just feel it. Like these arguments seem like somebody trying to run away or something. Because they'll let it slide out. They'll say stuff like goofy stuff like, I just don't know if this is working anymore. Like, what do you mean not working anymore? You mean like the truck? Or like, what do you mean? Like living in the Carolinas? What do you mean? You know, like what? Like what? Won't say it exactly, but hinting around to it. What are you talking about? We're married. Are you crazy? You know what I'm saying? They're already like putting the stuff in wheels in motion. They're already doing what they're going to do. The intent. You know what I'm saying? It's the intent. It's the intent behind the words. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's why when a discard comes along, you know, it's just like it made no sense. And then while they're gone, you know, they're saying crazy things to you, bringing up stuff that shouldn't be brought up, you know, and disappearing at night, you know, just doing a whole lot of, it's the intent. Even if this person wasn't doing nothing, then they were going out of their way to make it seem like they were doing something. So with that intent, what's the purpose? Control tactic. Okay? Well, I don't want to be controlled either way. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the intent. But so on paper, that narc can say, well, and we're talking about a hypothetical here. I ain't getting too specific about anything, right? But let's say hypothetically, you know, well, I came up here to help my family member. Like they needed me, you know? Well, yeah, on paper that sounds good. But in reality, you left your family, went up there, wilding out, having a good time, forgot all about your family down here and the dogs, and just didn't want nothing to do with me, arguing with me every day, showing what you're doing around somebody, showing out, and then disappeared every night. Who in the world is married and disappears at night? You're letting me know something. Either you're doing something or you're trying to make it seem like you're doing something, which why go through the trouble of making it seem like it if you're just do it. You know? And it's like, well, like I said, looks good on paper, but my intuition is telling me, no. This mug right here is on some scandalous-ish. And if you think you're going to go up there and be a whole scandal and come on back down here and give me whatever you doing up there, whatever little, I mean, come on, man. The devil's a lie. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. I'm not doing that stuff, man. You know, it's the intent. Like I said, on paper, and to somebody listening in, like, well, your family member was sick and or had surgery and you had to go help. Oh, what's wrong with him? Why wouldn't he be understanding to that? Did you tell him the full story? Did you tell him that you didn't talk to me every day? Did you tell him that you were bringing up cheating from back in the day? Did you tell him you're disappearing at night? Did you tell him about how before you left, you were laying the plans for this by saying you don't know if you can do it anymore? Did you tell him all that? Did you tell him all that? Probably didn't. And I can say more. But I'm saying, like, it's the intent, right? That is some sneaky-ish. That is some sneaky-ish. Any way you slice it, it's sneaky. It's sneaky, right? You don't, that's some boyfriend, girlfriend-ish. That's not no husband, wife-ish. So that's all I need. I don't need no proof. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need. You can't justify that. You can't justify that. So you can just rock on with your bad self. Don't come back this way with that crap, man. Like, so I'm supposed to let you play me for a fool for how much longer, right? While you know, you live off the blessing that God's supposed to be is meant for me and whoever I pick. You living off of it, making me miserable. Nah, man. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. I can do bad all by myself. And I'm not going to. But I'm just saying, like, why be miserable with somebody? You can be miserable by yourself. And I don't, here's something else, right? When it comes to money, you chase money. I've never chased money. Money always comes to me. It falls in my lap all the time. Crazy. Yeah, it's like the empty vessels nowadays. Let me read this all again. They think they slick too. That's what gets me too. The way that they think that they're outthinking you. It is the most insulting. It's like, boy, man. Things I want to say, but I can't. You know, you be like, this person right here, man. I think I taught them about everything that they know. And now they think that they're smarter than me. Based off of what? No one knows. But, you know, they'll smile in your face. And they'll do that fake-ass smile and that fake-ass be on their phone all the time. And all, you know what I'm saying? But their intent It's their intent. It's their intent. The intent is always malicious. The intent is always sneaky. It don't matter what they're doing. You get the feeling. It's just like, the problem is, we're always working on stuff. We're trying to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And we don't want to dig too deep into that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to dig too deep. We're working on things. We're hoping that these people are not, you know, what was that? I missed that one. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, we're working on, we don't want to, I don't know why we don't focus more on it. We just don't. Truth be told, we just don't. We don't, like, they're showing us signs. We're getting all, our spidey sense be going off. You know what I'm saying? All the time, man. We know we can't trust this person no further than we can throw them. And then we linger around. I think we have this thing with not, you know, we don't want to give up on stuff. You know what I'm saying? We be caring about people, and we don't like walking away from people that we care about. You know what I mean? It's kind of, you know, we feel guilt. Like, man, I don't put this much time into this, and I really love this person. They just don't love me. I know that, but, you know, maybe maybe nothing. That person ain't never gonna change, and the more years you put in, the deeper you go down that hole. Oh yeah, they'll go through the they'll go above and beyond to have your ass up in court or something like that, just stay in your life, you know, as if that's gonna, you know what I mean? That's gonna make you hate their guts. You had me wrapped up in court on anything, man. You're my enemy. You got me up in the people's court. You got me up in the courthouse, man. And I ain't never gotten a ticket for nothing. But you got me up in there, boy. You're my enemy for life. Best believe that. You're my enemy for life. I ain't playing around on that. Don't you ever think you could, you know what I'm saying? Be up in there dealing with them down judges and stuff, man. Nah, man. They might have a vendetta or something. And I gotta deal with that now because you drug me up in here. Man, I wish you wanna hear me talking on some I ain't too much caring for my ex no more type stuff. Let them be dragging me up in there on some frivolous stuff, and then I'm gonna go back to work. And you know I don't want to work for nobody, but I'll be doggone. I'm gonna do what I'm doing right now, and I'm gonna work because I want to make twice the money, so I can get me, you know what I'm saying, a whole Johnny Cochran team and somebody going to jail. Somebody going to jail. I don't care if I got to work 2 years. Somebody going to jail. I ain't playing around. You want to play around with me and play around with the law and make up stuff or whatever, have me up in there, best believe I'm going to get me a team and somebody going to jail. I ain't got nothing else better to do but raise my son and make sure somebody go to jail. Shoot, man. You be calling me a Charleston White of narcissistic abuse fucking, cuss word. Got one in there. These narcs, man. They bring it out of me. They bring it out of me. I'm trying my best, guys. That's one of my New Year's resolutions. To stop cussing. Am I doing it for the right reasons? Of course. I'm doing it for the money. Yeah, energy don't lie. We'll be lying to ourselves, man, with these jackals. You know what I'm saying? These jackals. We be lying to ourselves, man. We ain't lying to ourselves no more. They a whole goofy. I'm not going to sit here. Man, listen. And I mean this as respectfully as possible if the ex is watching. But it makes me sick to my stomach thinking about when I was with that person. I'd be about to throw up. Respectfully. Respectfully. But it's the truth. It's the doggone. It's the truth. I'm about to throw up now. I'm serious, man. Ugh. I'm good, man. No. Yeah, we ain't talking about that person. Hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? We're just talking about in generalizations here. Intent. You know what I mean? Perspective, intent. Perspective, intent. Perspective, intent. Your perspective, especially you being on a level you're on, it should be only on positivity, keeping your energy right, keeping that vibration high so you can get your downloads right, man. So you can, you know what I'm saying? Like you know how I feel whenever you got your stuff together, man. You're on cloud 9. Shoot, man, you don't be needing nobody. You need to stay there, because it seems like the longer you're there and the more you're there, these narcs and these toxic people be coming out the woodwork, man. Out the woodwork. You can't step out your front door. Go to the store, they be staring at you. Energy just be like radiating off of you. You know, you be up in there trying to get what you need to go get, man. And you see them hitting you up with the corner of their eye. You look over, they look away. You know, it's a whole lot going on. You know, whole lot going on. You know, the energy's high out here. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that hate energy, you know what I'm saying, it's high out here. So, you know, I just you got to be guarded up, man, and you got to be paying attention, you know, and your perspective, you got to keep it right. Even if you get knocked off a little bit, because here's what I can't stand. I can't stand that toxic positivity stuff. Like somebody stay positive all the time. Nobody's positive all the time. You a damn lie. Another cuss word, number 2. You a whole lie. Okay? You see those people that be over there acting like they're positive, man, they go home and, like, you know what I'm saying, be abusive to an animal or kick a wall or something. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Go in the freezer and just attack a cube of ice. You know what I'm saying? With their mouth. I mean, just over the top kind of stuff. You know, people are, you know, I don't like that toxic positivity. Hey, listen, you have your moment and then you get back neutral and then you get back positive. That's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Keep that energy right. Keeping that energy right. That's all that it is. And I'm working on that. Keeping the energy right. Working on within. Because I know now everything within is going to manifest without. So, you know, I'm just working on that, keeping it right, you know, keep my tempo right. I'm off the meat. I relapse every now and again, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the pizza be looking pretty good. But for the most part, most of all week, a little bit of chicken, you know what I mean? I'm fasting most of the time. You know, I'm just feeling really good, y'all. Yes, yeah. Attack a cube of ice. You've seen them people that just be attacking ice like they ain't got no sense. Just be like, crunching. What is wrong? What are you doing? What did ice ever do to you? What, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing to crunch on the little cubes of ice that you get, you know what I'm saying, when you go out and you get your little Frosties or whatever. But I'm talking about like cubes, big cubes of ice from your own freezer, your personal cubes. Them big chunks, even the ones that they chopped up, but they're not chopped up all the way, and just be attacking them. I'm just like, okay, so what we doing here? Are we showing off we got good teeth? Are we showing off that we don't have good sense? Which one is it? A little bit of both? Splashing it around in there, you know? Crazy. Guys, I see you eating ice like that, like I'm like, some people's kids. That's all I can say. Look, y'all, I cannot run it over 30 minutes. Y'all know how it is. The replay gang will not watch anything. You know what I mean? They won't watch anything. But again, I want to shout out Empress for her $50 super chat donation. The first. Hey, look, I try to keep it entertaining. I don't want you guys to come in here and you're already dealing with enough. Aren't you dealing with enough? Don't you have enough like going on in your life to where you don't want to get on here and listen to somebody dragging out information like the narcissist is around the corner, and the minute you turn your back, they're going to cut your throat. No, they're not. They're idiots. They can't even wipe their ass right. Idiots. Hey, what's going on, gorgeous? What's going on? How you doing tonight? How you doing? Hey, we're just chopping it up at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's towards the end. But we're talking about how these narcissists are idiots, and this is how I like to keep it entertaining as possible without being too goofy. I'm really just being myself, which is a whole goofball, man. Like, I'm a nerd. You know what I mean? I'm not a T guy. But I'm a vet, too. So I'm like an IT guy, but I'll knock you out. Something like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like a nerd will knock you out. Kind of like, dude, right? You got to, right? See, you know. You know. You done been there. You know what's going on here. Oh, all is great. I'm loving life. Hey, we're monetized. You know, I gotta put some videos up, but we got memberships. You know what I'm saying? Memberships, $1.99, $4.99. Ashe. You know it. You know it. You know what I'm saying? Look, keeping it positive. We're keeping it light. We're keeping it fun. You guys work all day. I'm just trying to come over here with some decent entertainment, you know, while not being like a whole cornball, but just some decent entertainment while making sure I have myself together, my beard and everything together nowadays. You know what I mean? For the ladies. For the ladies. That's right. Yeah, look, we have a good time over here. We chop it up. We do things. We have a good time. We're going to get into fitness. We're going to get into fitness, y'all. I'm not playing about this. I really want us to get into fitness. I don't want us to be sitting around here on our butts all the time. I got like 1 minute because I got to get this video out before 12, right? So we want to be on our fitness game. We're going to, listen, this year, like, it's going to be your best year. We're going strong. We got a community. We're going to be fit. We're going to be eating right. We're going to be talking right. We're going to be thinking right. We got everything going on here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. We got everything going on here. We're going to shine. We don't have no narc holding us back. I know y'all tired of hearing that word narc. I know you're tired of hearing it. Hell, I'm tired of hearing it myself. Cuss word number 3. Running out of time. Hey, guys. Love y'all. Hey, don't be up too late. Hey, you guys got to work in the morning. You know it. You know what I'm going to say. Go to bed so you can get y'all asses up in the morning. So you can go to work. Okay? Get y'all asses up. Go to work with a smile on your face. You know what I'm saying? Gratitude. First thing in the AM to the Most High.